This is Odin's Wolf Survival, and this is another part of the project series. Once you've got a length of cord, your loop formed in the end, everything else along that line, I'm doing what would be basically a bank line. So I took a length of the cordage that I'm using for practice. Then you can make your own from natural fibers if you like. This is for people that don't have access to, and one way to make some actual kit that they want to practice with and use. And I broke it down and took one section out because each one of these strands is three individual strands that are kind of twisted together, as you can see. They're not, once you get down to these, they're basic fibers. So they have no pull strength at all, hardly, so you want to be kind of careful. And if you wet your fingers a little bit, this goes a lot easier. I take one, form it in half, and kind of twist it up a little bit. And that'll gain a bit more strength. You make sure you've got it pretty close to the halfway point. And where you're twisting your cordage together, this will be a long length with several of these in there. You can even add 2 together, or even 3, depending on the type of hook. If it's handmade hook, whatever, the strength of the cord you want. Put one leg down each side equally and make your cordage. This will twist it in initially right out of the gate to where you've got where it'll be part of the cord tied in. Now to add in later, you just split the cord and add it in. I do 3 or 4 wraps. That gets it in there nice and solid. Then you take your individuals out carefully, because you can pull the fibers apart like that just did, but we'll add that in. Take those out, pull them back out of the way. And extend your cordage past that point. Once you have your cordage past that point, you run it down. You can see your 2 lines right there hanging off. I secure that so it don't come undone with an overhand knot. Then you can just pop it out when you run down. You take these and do the same thing. Just make your cordage. Just remember, this will pull apart. Again, wet the tips of your fingers. You can see we're rolling that fiber up. Bring it over. You can see that fiber twist. This won't make cordages faster. Your length will be shorter. This won't catch monster fish. You'll need a little heavier line for that. But if you put different size on there, or you'll have to target your area. And it depends on the cordage as to how strong it is. Cattail cordage this size is amazingly strong. Jute cordage, if it's properly twisted up, is quite strong, and that will go through quite a lot of man-made hooks. So you just keep doing that. Until you get to the end, and you put as many on your bank line as you want. Then you could string it out, hook the loop over a stake or something like that and string it out in the water, put bobbers on it to float it. There's all kinds of ways you can do. That's basically all it is to making that line. Now, the one thing is if you pull it apart, like here, like I did, I pulled a section out. Basically put them together, wet your fingers, and twist it up. You want to be careful with it until you get it twisted into your cord, and then it'll be just as strong as it was before. Twisting the fibers like that onto themselves makes it, I think it was figured out, I'll have to test it later in another video, but I think it adds 40% of its original breaking strength again to it, so it makes it stronger. So when you're twisting it up and doubling it up, this bit right here isn't very strong. This bit right here is a lot stronger, and you can just walk it down and make it. I don't make them foot and a half, 2 foot long. You don't need them hanging into 40 feet of water usually. Well, that again depends on where you're at. If you're fishing in the ocean, this might not be the rig for you, but if that's what you got, then that's what you use. I don't know how this would work well with toothy fish. You know, I think you'd have to sit on it and pull it in pretty quick, otherwise they'd chew through the line. But when you're making natural gear, a gear from the natural world, you got to work with what you got. You know, they didn't exactly have braided stainless steel lures leaders back in the day, but they would twist this stuff up into fish line like this, make bronze hooks, make bone hooks, make all kinds of hooks, gorge hooks, copper, anything that they had. And they apparently, since we're here, they did quite well at it. But that's what it is.